Business at the Texas Capitol largely stopped last week. The ice storm closed offices and kept some members in their districts. But even as the skies clear, don't expect to see progress on key legislation right away. Capitol reporter Ryan Chandler reports on why it's not unusual for the first months of the session to move slowly.
The pomp and the promises.
Texas Senate will raise your homestead exemption to $70,000, which will save you thousands
And then,
of dollars over the lifetime.
silence.
And it's going to be a little worse than anticipated, so we are going to have to adjust our schedule for the week.
Budget talks in the Texas Senate stalled this week, along with most other key offices, putting all the legislative business on hold. As this nearly empty rotunda will tell you, this is rarely a busy time for the legislature, rain or shine. In fact, bills can't even move anywhere for another 5 weeks from now, and that's not a fluke, that's a feature.
We really do only have 140 days to do this, 90 days of activity, and that requires a level of consensus building that doesn't take place in the rest of the world.
Harvey Kronberg has covered the legislature since 1989, and he says this isn't out of the ordinary. In fact, this lull in activity that the Texas Constitution requires until March is a time to build bridges.
We go from about 0 to 30 after everybody's sworn in, and then on day 60, which is right around filing deadline, the bill filing deadline, we go from 30 to 120 miles an hour.
So while it may seem like things are frozen here, it's not because of the ice. Ryan Chandler, State of Texas.
The Senate Finance Committee was able to meet Friday to continue hearings on the budget. The committee has more meetings scheduled next week. Meanwhile, the deadline to file bills is March 10th. After that, all bills can start moving through the process. Before that, lawmakers can only work on bills relating to Governor Abbott's emergency items. He will announce those items on February 16th in his State of the State address.
It's really scary, being arrested for things that you never think that you would be.
Nearly 1 million people in Texas kept from renewing their driver's license through a system putting some families in debt. Trapped by tickets, our investigation coming up.